related. So that is what is nothing but behavior, and you have to balance all these things. We have to balance. So it is nothing but a package of all these skills that has been taken care in our philosophy. So this is what is nothing but our four pillar philosophy. I repeat: academic excellence, research and innovation culture. Then I say professionalism. Yes, professionalism include many things. Yes, you have to acquire the skills required for training and placement. If some of you are concentrating on your higher studies, then you have to prepare from that point of view. Yes, your communications should be good. Your soft skill, yes, you should be good in soft skill. Then the fourth thing I say, that the social inclination, that is very very important in the present situation. Also, we all have experienced that the social behavior, how important it is. So that doesn't come alone. It comes with, when I say social angle, means we should have that social awareness, we should have that social inclination, we should have the national pride in ourselves. Yes, national pride. So from that point of view also, from national point of view also, we always start our college right at 9 a.m. with Rashtrageet, Janagana Mana. So that is what is nothing but, you all have experienced that for that 2 minutes or for that 1.5 1 minute around. Yes, the atmosphere in the college is stand still. It is a very nice feeling, and you carry out. Yes, the same thing, the experience, the, you can say, the attitude, the mindset is carried out. So that is equally important. Then we always focus, we have a package of this around 7 to 10 minutes yoga and pranayam. It is again, it has been specifically designed by our student only. One student, Mr. Wasim Sheikh, was there. So he was our alumni, so he has designed a special, he was a national level yoga practitioner, so he has designed for ourselves, for all of us, and we are going to practice. We are already practice. You in the first year you might have experienced this thing. So online also we are going to do the same thing for all of you. So this is what is nothing but the philosophy of our college. And in line with our the philosophy of our college, we have, yes, we have kept the vision very clear. Yes, the vision is to become a premier institute to provide technical quality education to satisfy the need of all the stakeholders. When I say stakeholder, is a proper word to define the vision. Stakeholder means students are our stakeholders, parents are our stakeholders. Yes, the industries for whom we are producing these engineers, they are our stakeholder. Then society by and large is our stakeholder. Our faculty members are our stakeholder, because if the faculty are happy, then and then only they are going to deliver the best of them, whatever is there stored in them. So that is also very very important. We try to have a very joyful learning atmosphere. In this joyful learning atmosphere, to make the academic sound, we follow the project based learning approach. Right from first year, there are many projects. You all have experience, you all might have experience at your home also. You have done excellent projects. Just few days back we had our technospark event. In that I have seen the projects. Some of the projects are very very good, some of the projects are directly related to corona, or giving some solution for covid also. So that shows your social angle. So this is what is our philosophy. So once again I take this opportunity to welcome you all my dear students, all the parents. Another thing is, I would like to assure you that nothing is going to stop us from getting and providing quality education, that too with professionalism. Yes, our engineers will be the best engineers. I would like to assure the parents also that we will be taking all care of our students. Yes, they won't suffer academically as well as professionally also. Our training and placement department is also taking good lot of efforts to provide quality placement for all of you. Many of you already have been placed. Many of the students from computer engineering, electronics engineering have already been placed. Normally, the placement of mechanical student is in the latter part of the academic year, so it could not happen, but definitely it will happen. Be connected with us. Yes, as far as the examinations are concerned, we have not got the final words from the university. As and when we get the information, definitely the faculty members will share the information with you. So till then, I suppose all of you are going to enjoy this learning in the on the, you can say, online mode, and we expect the active contribution from you also. There may be, yes, there are many parents, in fact, yes, they are having a very good technical background. So dear parents, I yes, I appeal you all also that if you can contribute, you can contribute, you can record your lectures, send us. Yes, we can share the lectures for with all the students. So students also, some alumni are also there. Some alumni will be sharing their experiences. Some final year student or higher classes student, they can record their messages, how the student should prepare right from second year. Yes, even right from first year. So student also can share their experience. Please, whatever you feel, because this is a you can say environment where we can collectively go ahead. So we all together definitely will combine and share all whatever we have with each other. Yes, so जे जे आपणास ठावे ते ते दुसऱ्यास सांगावे, शहाणे करून सोडावे सकल जन. We believe in this policy. You all are our family members. I hope you all are taking good care of yourself in this present environment. Dear friends, take care of yourself, take care of your family. Assure your family that you are taking good care of yourself, so that that is what is the family member family, yeah, you can see your parents are expecting. So dear friends, take good care of yourself. I hope you all are going to enjoy this online session. So with this word, thank you very much.
Good morning, dear all, once again. So as we know, just we are in the final year, semester one. So it is an due to the COVID-19 pandemic situation, as we all are aware, that we are going to start this particular the semester one in the online mode. So in that particular case, whatever the mode of the conduction is, as rightly principal sir said, it is an online. So for this particular semester, so we have two electives are there. So we right now just we will try to discuss about the whatever the kind of the elective and the entire structure which is to be there for this semester one. I am audible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Now just we will try to discuss about the second elective, which is an automobile engineering. In that, the three electives are there in second category of the elective. So today we will discuss in the first part elective two, which is automobile engineering. In the second part, Professor Shireskar sir will explain you about the elective two. In that, the second option is operation research, and in the third part, that is the energy audit and management, will be explained by our own Jayesh Bhute sir. So this is the first part, which is the related to the automobile engineering. So right now, as we know, this is what is the structure for the elective two first automobile. So when we are considering this particular the elective subjects, so we must know what actually the contents are there in this particular the syllabus. Now also, when we are considering this particular the subject, that is the automobile as an elective two subject, So one must know what are the important kind of the subject knowledge which we must know. That is what we can call it as a prerequisites for the automobile engineering subject. So in that we are familiar with the IC engine right from the first year, starting from the basic mechanical engineering and the rest of the part. Then second important subject is about the theory of the machines. So already we know Tom 1 and Tom 2, and next important subject is the basic electrical and electronics engineering. So we already study about this particular the subject in first year as well as in the second year. So when we are considering these are the prerequisites, so one must know what actually the contents are there. Okay. So when we are considering this particular the syllabus of the SPPU, so one must know why we have to study this particular the subject. Any subject when we are considering suppose a elective or the regular subject. Okay. So in the content, if we just consider, so as we know, there are the total 6 units are there. So if you just observing the unit number 1, which is related to the introduction and the drive train. So my dear friends, from my side, it is request to all. So please go through the detail of the syllabus, what present scenario for the mechanical engineering students are facing, and what are the different types of the challenges are there due to the COVID-19 situation and other kinds of the working environment, and how we can overcome those challenges. So what kind of the strategic planning which is to be required. So that is what we are explaining in this particular the subject. So first unit, which is related to the introduction and the drivetrain. So in that, the first part is the introduction. Second part is related to the chassis and the frames. Third part is related to the drivetrain. So in the first part, introduction is there. So in that introduction, what is the current scenario for the automobile and the other related industries related to the automobile in the Indian context? Okay. So what kind of the challenges, just I earlier said, so we are facing now, and how we are going to overcome that. Then in the after current scenario, so vehicle specification and the classification part is there. When we are considering the second part, that is the chassis and the frames, so in that types of the chassis layout with reference to the power plant location and the drives are there. Then the various types of the frames, constructional details. Now the third part, which is related to the drivetrain. So types of transmission system, necessity and selection of the clutch, necessity of the gearbox and the different types, fluid flywheels, torque converter, continuous variable transmission, then overdrive, propeller shaft, and the final drive and the differential. So these are the contents which are related to the unit number 1. So when we are considering again the second unit, which is related to the axles, then wheels and tires and the steering mechanism. So entire second unit, which is divided into these 3 parts. So when we are considering the first part, that is the axles. So what is the purpose of the axle? What are the requirements and types of the front and the rear axles? What actually the loads acting on the rear axles? So these we are the parameters which we are considering when the study is related to the axle. Okay. So second part, which is related to the wheels and tires. So wheel constructions, alloy wheels, wheel balancing, types of tires, types of construction, tire material, and factor affecting the life of the tire. So these are the important parameters when we have to study when we are considering the wheels and the tires. Lastly, so far as the unit number 2 is concerned, so steering systems are there. So in that, as we know, we are already discussed the steering mechanisms in the theory of machine 1 and 2. So in that, the steering mechanisms are there, steering geometry is there, then converging force, slip angle, scrub radius, steering characteristics, steering linkages and gearbox, power steering, collapsible steering, then reversibility of the steering, four-wheeler steering, and the wheel alignment. So these are the important points when we are considering the unit number 2. Third unit is entirely related to the suspension and the brake system. So in the suspension part, the types of the linkages, the types of the suspension springs, lift, coil, air springs, then hydrogas, rubber suspension, then interconnected suspension, self-leveling suspension, that is the active suspension, we can call it as a, and then shock absorbers, that is the hydraulic and the air. So this is the part which is related to the suspension system that we have to study in the first part of the unit number 3rd. Now second part of the unit number 3rd, which is related to the brake systems. So in the brake systems, drums are there, discs are there, mechanical and the hydraulic air brakes, vacuum power assisted brakes, hand brake, ABS and the EBDs are the important parts which we have to consider. Now, so far as the unit number 4 is concerned, so vehicle performance and the safety is there. So when we are considering the first part that is related to the vehicle performance, so one must know what are the important parameters are there: vehicle resistance, then traction and the tractive efforts, then power requirements for the propulsion, road performance curves, simple numericals which are expected on this particular point, then stability of the vehicles, vehicle testing on the chassis dynamometer. So these are the part which is related to the first section of the unit number 4. In the second half or in the second part, vehicle safety is the parameter which we are going to study. So types of the active and the passive safeties are there, vehicle interface and the ergonomics, NVH automobiles which are there. Okay, so next is the unit number 5, which is related to the electrical system and the vehicle maintenance. So as we know, all of us being as a mechanical engineer, it is not only the part of only the engine and the entire assembly is there. Okay, so the part of the electrical engineering which is also there and the electronics engineering which is also there. So that is what is expected here in the unit number 5 and the 6. So unit number 5, again the electrical systems and the vehicle maintenance. So in the first, that the batteries are there. So principle and construction of the lead acid battery, characteristics of the battery, rating capacity and the efficiency of the batteries, various tests on the battery condition, charging methods, and introduction to the lithium batteries. Okay, so as we know, when we are facing the problems of the fuels right now, so our government, that is the Indian government, has already taken the decision. In the coming few years, we are shifting from the whatever the kinds of the traditional vehicles are there. So we are shifting to the electrical vehicles or the electric or the hybrid kinds of the vehicles. Okay, so according to that, the importance of the batteries is there. Then second part in that we are going to consider the electrical system and the accessories. So insulated and the earth return systems, then positive and the negative earth systems, electrical fuel pump, speedometer, then fuel, oil and the temperature gauges, horn, wiper system, automotive sensor and actuators, then electronic control unit or the module. Then third part is related to the maintenance. So type of the vehicle maintenance, then servicing and the overhauling of the clutch, gearbox, propeller shaft, differentials, axles, steering system, suspension system, brake system and the electrical system. So that part is there when we are used to study about the unit number 5. Last unit is related to the electric and the hybrid electric vehicles. So in that first part, which is again and the important one, that is related to the introduction, then concept. In that introduction, concept and environmental importance of the EVs are there, then hybrid EVs are there and the solar vehicles are there. Then second part, which is related to the EV, that is the electric vehicles, their layout, construction and how they are work, that is in the working. Hybrid electric vehicles, so in that, what are the different types of the hybrid vehicles, categories are the electric vehicles are there, their layout, hybridization factor, plug in the hybrid electric vehicles, fuel efficiency analysis. And the last point, under the category of the unit number 6 are the challenges and the future scope of the electric vehicles as well as the hybrid electric vehicles. So these are the what actually the contents which are given in the Savitribai Phule Pune University for the subject under the second elective category, that is the first subject, automobile engineering. So friends, when we are considering this particular syllabus, so in that also we must know what are the different types of the materials which is available in the market in the form of textbook as well as in the form of the reference book. So on your screen, just we are observing the textbooks which are given around the 8 different categories, 8 different types of the books which are available. So apart from that, the reference book list which is also there. So again in that the 9 different types of the reference books which are available here also. So also there are on the internet, on the Google, there are lot of material which is available on this particular the portion on YouTube also. You can just observe the number of videos related to each and every system. So what actually my intention to just give you the idea about what exactly the content for this particular the elective 2, and at the time of giving your choice for the elective 2, so one must know where actually my future plans are there, and all the 3 electives are equally important, as we know, when we are considering the final year subject, particularly the semester 1. So automobile industries related and the other challenges which we are facing right now. So in view of that, the first elective, again, the automobile engineering is a important one. After that, the second elective is there, that is operation research. That subject is also equally important when we are considering the different kinds of the strategy management or the different kinds of the functioning when the different manufacturing as well as the service organizations are there. And the third and the important subject again is the energy audit and the management system. So in that also, as we know, there are the different challenges are there related to the energy. Okay, so these 3 elective subjects are equally important. So taking into consideration your self-analysis, so you are already given your choices, but from the request of all my dear students, so just we are presenting today whatever the subject contents are there, and according to that again, my sincere request to all, after listening all these 3 presentation, so give a correct kind of the elective choice for the elective 1 as well as under the category of the elective 2 also. Okay, so this is from my side as a subject teacher for the automobile engineering subject for this particular the current semester. Okay, so I again welcome you all, and again please take care of your own as well as your all the family members, and same time do not move outside the your homes. Take care of yourself and your entire family. Definitely from the next lecture we'll start our the discussion about the right from the unit number 1, how actually this particular the all the electives are useful. So that is what from the my side. So thank you one and all for the patience listening. And one more request to all, so whenever the link which will be there, so please join as early as possible. And again we'll start the regular routine from the national anthem, the yoga session, and the regular lecture is there. Okay, so thank you one and all. So I request Professor Shiraskar sir, so please start the presentation on the second subject of the under the category of the elective 2, that is related to the operation research. Shiraskar sir, please start.
Yes, sir. Is it visible? And I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is the second lecture for you, that is operational research. Welcome to our college, Pimpri Chinchwad College of Engineering and Research. Okay, I'm Professor Gulab Shiraskar. The code of this subject is 40, 20, 45. Okay, and you know the paper pattern examination, that is theory in same exam is 30 marks and offline 70 marks. This is just extension of your mathematical subject, I will say. So prerequisite is nothing but math 1, math 2, math 3,
Numerical method already you have studied in third year. Okay, so you can say it is a mathematical subject in short. If you think about, if you learn about this subject regarding history, it was started in Second World War when World War was going and the resources was less. So military called scientists and they asked for the solution, how to supply such less resources and how to win the battle. Okay, so you can understand it is a management science. Okay, that's why it is called as a management science also. And later on after World War, this was handed over to the civil people, you can say, and adopted by the management. Topic wise, if you consider, it has linear programming that you have studied in numerical method, then transportation problem. I will discuss in syllabus, decision making, game theory, project management, queuing theory, sequencing model, integer and dynamic programming, and inventory management. Okay. Uh, there are definitions like few definitions I will discuss here. So war is nothing but art of winning war without actually fighting. Okay, you can understand that. Or one more definition you can see here. It is nothing but finding the bad answer than worse answer. So already suppose there are some situations where the situation is very worst and you need to go for the better. So war is the option for that. Okay, now we'll discuss about the syllabus content. The first unit for our subject is LPP, that is linear programming and decision theory. So LPP already you know most of the thing, but I think you might not study two-phase method. So two-phase method will be added here. Now what is decision theory? So there are number of situations where the management need to take decision. Okay, while doing some project, you can say you need to take decision. So decision theory will discuss about that. Whether it is certainty, under risk, okay, under uncertainty, there are different types of decisions we have to take. So it will be discussed in decision theory. So in case of transport, unit number 2, we are having two parts. One is called the transportation and assignment model. Okay, what do you mean by transportation? In short, suppose I want to transport some quantity like vehicles from one different location to different destination, and suppose I want to transport suppose car. Okay, so it may possible that there are different godowns will be available and cost per car will be different. So we have to find out optimized solution for such case. Okay, that will be discussed in transportation model. In case of assignment problem, again, I want to assign some job to some people. They might charge different cost. Okay, so to whom we should assign will be discussed, and there is one simple Hungarian method. Okay, in case of assignment problem, if you understand that, that topic will be covered. Then unit 3 consists theory of game and replacement analysis. Now there are always like elections are going on, some strategies we have to adopt. Suppose if you take the example of Geo and Idea, so Geo has adopted some strategies to be in the market. In the such kind of things we'll discuss in case of the theory of game. That is winning strategy. You can say there are different methods like graphical method is also there. Okay, dominance criteria is also there. Okay. Those who might be knowing about the replacement analysis, take the example of vehicle or machines, we need to replace after a certain year. Okay, what is the criteria for replacement? That will be discussed in case of the replacement analysis. As we know, as maintenance cost goes on increasing, we have to think about the replacement, because if the maintenance cost is more, so we go for the new vehicle instead of the using the old vehicle. That is called as a replacement. Okay, it also has some different method, and one more thing, that is atom that fails suddenly. Okay, there are two types of replacement analysis is in that. Now unit number 4, it consists of the project management. Project management, there are two important methods like CPM and PERT. CPM means critical path method and PERT means program evaluation and review techniques, you can say. Now if you think about any big project like metro, now in Pune metro is going on, so how they handle that project? Okay, there are few projects which are new projects, and there are few projects which are repetitive projects, you can say. Building a ship is a new project, building one skyscraper is new project, you can say. So we have to deal with such project, and even for small company, suppose you are going to start some company, in that case also the CPM and PERT analysis is very, very important. Okay. Also in this unit we are having you can say Monte Carlo simulations where the inventory control and queuing problems can be dealt with. The fifth unit is the queuing theory and sequencing model. Now, currently you might be observing everywhere, okay, in bank there is some system available. In many cases you will find queue, okay. So if you go to the doctor, you will find you are always, even though you take appointment, you have to wait, okay. So what is the logic behind it? How they handle such crowd at the railway stations while buying ticket? There is a queue. How they handle such situation? It will be deal in the queuing theory, and same in the sequencing problem. And unit number 3 is like though we plan, but it may possible that at the while we are like working on that project, you find some changes. So in case of dynamic programming, we discussed that, okay, how to handle dynamic programming. So integer programming and dynamic programming is the in unit number 6. So overall, I will say about our subject, it is mathematical subject. You can score maximum marks because it is mathematical. Many students they can score above 80 mark, okay, due to the mathematical portion. If you take example of, suppose in 1 minute I will discuss about this one simple example. What is transportation model like? So there are sources available and there are destination available. These are the cost of transportation. Okay, suppose if I want to transport quantity, suppose certain quantity, 5 rupees per atom is the transportation cost from A to D. Okay, if I transport from A to E, it is 8 rupees. From A to F, it is 4 rupees. And supply quantity is 50, whereas destination demand is 20, 95, and 35. How to solve such problems? You will not find normal solution in mathematical formula. So this kind of problems are solved with mathematical and scientific solution, you can say. That is nothing but operation research. I hope you understood little bit about operation research. Okay, this subject. This is very good subject. I will say those who want. We always say mechanical engineer is not just mechanical engineer. He is mechanical engineer plus manager. So such kind of subject will give you that kind of feeling. I will say, as we need to deal with many projects. Even you are doing small business, in that case also we need to handle the, in fact this small business is also one project. That kind of real life problem can be solved with the help of our subject. Okay, thank you from my side. I have prepared some video. If you want, particularly for transportation problem, I will share with you so you can get idea how we can solve the transportation problem, and then you can think about this subject again. Thank you. Now I will hand over to the Butte sir.
Thank you very much. Hello, am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, visible?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
yes, sir.
Our subject is Energy Audit and Management, Elective 2. Okay, just a minute. This subject is, first I will start, this subject is 60-40 weightage. 60% is for theory and 40% is for numerical. Sometimes it may vary 70-30. 70% for the theory and 30% for the mathematics. Okay. INSEM marks is of 30 and ENSEM mark is of 70. You all are aware about the vision mission of our department, PEPOs. Okay, prerequisite chart. This is the prerequisite chart for energy audit and management. I like to clear one thing. Energy audit and management, this subject is required little bit knowledge of economics also. Because here we are dealing with the energy utility. We have to, we try to find out the energy bill. we try to talk about our electricity bill. Sometimes we talk about electric utility bill, which particularly used in any industry, whether it is a core industry or software industry or the banking sector, whatever it may be. Okay, so basic knowledge required, just little bit basic knowledge required, like engineering physics from first year, then basic mechanical engineering, little bit knowledge, because we have to deal with various mechanical engineering equipment. So we need a little bit knowledge of, means what is in the pump, what is meant by turbine, how it work, that will be required, and little bit electrical energy, because here we are dealing with the purest form of energy, that is electrical energy. We try to find out where the electrical energy we are using, where electrical energy we are using efficiently, and how the wastage is going on. We try to find out. Then from the second year level, we need little bit knowledge of thermodynamics, as we are dealing with the energy. So that's why first law, second law, third law, sometimes we need to analyze. Next, from the third year point of view, we need little bit knowledge of turbo machinery. But obvious, in a power plant, whatever it may be, whether it is a hydroelectric power plant, thermal power plant, nuclear power plant, we always deal with the turbo machinery. So that's why little bit basic knowledge we need. Next, from the B point of view, we need energy engineering. Energy engineering, that subject which means, and previously we called it as a power plant engineering. We need little bit knowledge of the power plant engineering, how the energy is generated, where there is a chances of energy recovery, waste energy recovery, and waste heat generation. Lots of things are there. Okay, this is overall combined subject. And one thing I like to put over here, we need little bit knowledge of the economics also. Some economical concepts are also there, like present value, like future value of money, present value of money, like internal rate of returns. Okay, these are all concepts we need to understand. Next, you all aware about the program outcomes. Okay, this is the COPO mapping. We will discuss in later on. Okay, next, the course objective. These are the course objective, like importance of energy management. The following concept to be taught to the students. What we learn through course objective: importance of energy management. Why the energy management is important? How to carry out energy audit. There are various ways to carry out energy audit. Next, method to reduce energy consumption of energy and save cost. What are the various techniques to save the energy as well as the cost? Because both are both are directly related, because energy is directly equals to cost in an industry particularly. Next, to improve the energy efficiency of the overall system. Overall system means in a power plant, if we are dealing with a power plant, then the overall, the turbine unit, boiler unit, pump unit, utility unit, whatever it may be, we try to minimize energy consumption pattern. Then significance of waste heat recovery and the cogeneration. This is waste heat recovery, you all are aware. Cogeneration is also one concept you all are aware, because reheating, regeneration, these are the concepts related with the cogeneration. You may be aware about the thermodynamics. Next, the course outcome. After successful completion of the course, student will be able to compare energy scenario of India and the world. Next, carry out energy audit of residency institute and the organization. Next, evaluate the project using financial technique. Next, identify and evaluate energy conservation opportunity in thermal utility. Next, identify and evaluate energy conservation opportunity in electrical utility. Thermal utility is different and the electrical utility is different. Okay, here transformer and lots of stuffs are there. Okay, like DP, transformer, step down, step up, we have to deal with. Then lighting system. Okay. Next, identify the feasibility of cogeneration and waste heat recovery. Whether cogeneration or waste heat recovery is really feasible or not from the energy as well as the cost saving point of view, we have to carry out. These are the outcomes student will get after completion of this course. Next, I will enter into the first unit. This is general aspect of energy management. Here we try to learn. Hello everyone, I am audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Okay, okay. I'm going fast, or
Yes,
can I slow down?
Yes, sir.
Okay, with the same speed?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Next, general aspect of energy and the management. Okay. Here, some points are there like current energy scenario from the India and the world point of view. Current energy pattern in a global and the Indian industry. We try to compare energy consumption pattern. We try to compare the energy resources available in India as well as in the world. Who is the major, who is the most important country who generates
Audio not available, sir.
Sir,
Sir, your other account is left from the meet.
Wait for 1 minute. I will tell you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
आवाज नहीं आ रहा है सर आपका.
Hello, am I audible?
yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Yes, sir.
I think
Yes, sir.
we all are done with unit 2. Now, energy economics. Okay, this is unit number 3.
Sir, you need
Here
to-
we have to deal with the costing of utilities. Utilities in industry normally means what are the various equipment we are deal. Means like whether it is water, kerosene, lots of stuff, consumable, non-consumable. The costing of utility means determination of cost of steam, natural gas, compressed air, and the electricity. Next, financial analysis technique. I already discussed. We need little bit knowledge of economics also, like simple payback period, then time value of money, and the net present value (NPV). Next, return on investment, internal rate of return, and risk and sensitivity analysis. We have to deal over with energies, how these terms are applicable in terms of energy. Next, energy efficiency in thermal utility, energy performance assessment. Like these are the numericals and the efficiency improvement of the boiler, furnace, heat exchanger, cooling tower, DG setup, fans, blowers, pump, compressor system, and HVAC system. Little bit basic knowledge we need to calculate the energy consumption pattern of these all devices. Next, assessment of steam distribution losses, steam leakages, steam trapping, condensate and flash steam recovery system. This stuff is in unit number 4, quite easy to understand. Okay. Next, energy efficiency in electrical utility. It is purely electrical point of view. We are here completely discussing with electrical energy, like electricity bill, electrical load management, and the maximum demand control and the penalties. Next, the power factor improvement and the benefits, selection and the location of capacitors, distribution and the transformer losses. Electrical motor, we try to understand a little bit about the electrical motor, its types, its efficiency, selection, how we are selecting, on which basis we are selecting the electric motors, speed control, what are the various speed control units, then energy efficiency in motors, then introduction of Electricity Act 2003, like I already discussed, Bureau of Energy Efficiency, lots of every year new acts are there. In 2015 also, but it is not implemented right now. Next, lamp types. Okay, lamp types and their feature, recommended illumination level. Illumination means you all are aware about the lumen, candela, lux. These are all stuff we try to understand. These are all some important terms we try to understand related with the lamping system, lighting system performance assessment, and the efficiency improvement. Little bit numerical, sometimes they ask. Next, unit number 6, it is purely waste heat recovery based. Means we try to recover maximum possible in through various concepts. Little bit you are aware from the thermodynamics point of view, or the heat transfer point of view, or the turbo machine point of view, that is rating, regeneration. These are the concepts: cogeneration and waste heat recovery. Cogeneration, its need, application, advantages, classification, and introduction to trigeneration. Next, waste heat recovery, classification, application, concept of pinch analysis, potential of waste heat recovery in industry, then commercial waste heat recovery devices, saving potential, the carbon credit calculation. Then case study on energy audit of institute and the department. Means I already discussed that there are 12 steps which is given by the ASHRAE, and these are all we have to follow when we try to carry out energy audit anywhere. Okay, next, in same point of view, this is the marking system, quite easy to understand. Just go through it. Okay, unit number 1, unit number 2, purely theory based. Then unit number 3 and unit number 4. Sorry, question numbers. I'm really sorry. Question number 1 and 2 on unit 1, which is on theory based. Question number 3 and question number 4 on unit 2, which is on the theory based. And unit number 3, question 5 and question 6, which is on numerical based. Okay, it may vary sometimes. Next, this is the end stem exam pattern. Like unit 1, 2 and 3, that 20 marks weightage is for first 3 unit, and remaining 50 marks weightage is for next 3 unit. Okay, now one question maybe arise in your mind. What about the material? Because we don't have any material with us to analyze this subject. So it is don't worry about that. We all teachers have already prepared various PPTs. We will distribute that material with you each and every time. Okay, with my subject energy audit and management, the Bureau of Energy Efficiency India already published their material and they asked the questionnaires on behalf of that material only. And also I prepared various PPTs. I will share with you each and every time. Once we understand that unit, I will share with you. Okay, if you have any question, just ask me or I will resume over here. Thank you very much for understanding. If you have any question, I will wait for 1 minute thank you very much.
Yes, any questions regarding any elective? All we are here. Manka sir is also here.
Okay, if no question, so we will move further. That is the second lecture, which is CCA. So link is already given to you on your WhatsApp class group. So please join there. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you
Yes,
very much.
thank you, sir.
Thank you and all the best.